Hey, this is Sonny from Jack's in Biloxi, Mississippi. This is Mikey Adams here with me, an avid comic book collector. He's been collecting since he was a little kid, like I was. We're going to talk about some stuff we got in today. We opened up a few books. First, we're going to preface with the Infinity Gauntlet. Now, everybody knows that the movie, The Infinity Gauntlet, Part 1 is already out. And if I say any spoilers, I apologize in advance. So if you have not watched The Infinity Gauntlet #1, then please watch it first, then come back and watch my video. But if you have watched it, then you know what I'm talking about. All right, Mikey, you watch Infinity Gauntlet? So you're not going to be spoiled. Okay.
No.
Everybody dies. Well, at least half everybody dies. Right? That's a big spoiler. So I warned you. If you ain't watched it, everybody dies.
Yeah,
except,
if you don't know by now.
Yeah, all the good guys die. All the minorities die. I don't know what the hell the deal with. They just died. All right. But either way, the movie was based on Thanos' Quest. All right? Thanos' Quest was a 2-part comic book series. All right? In this Thanos' Quest, Thanos is questing for the 6 Infinity Stones to make his Infinity Gauntlet complete. There are no Avengers in these Thanos' Quest. Now, the movie is based on his quest for the Infinity Stones, and this is what it's based on. Now, there are some heroes in it, but mostly it's the guys, the cosmic entities that control and hold and hide the Infinity Stones, like the Gardener, the Collector, and so on. There's 6 of them, 6 cosmic entities that hold the stones and hide them until Thanos wants them. Now, the reason Thanos did not quest them before at this point of time because he didn't have a gauntlet that could hold them together and combine the energies. Once the gauntlet was created, then he went on the quest to get the 6 Infinity Stones. Alright, so if you ever want to know the original or origin of the movie, get Thanos' Quest #1 and Thanos' Quest #2. This is first book, second book. It tells the whole story of how he got the 6 Infinity Stones.
That's
you remember
right.
reading this?
Yep.
Alright, did I miss anything about that?
No, the movie's basically, if you combine the two, they.
Who are the other entities? It's the Gardener, the Collector.
I'm not sure who all in the comics who all had the stones.
One of the Watchers have it or something like that. Either way, there's 6 of them, dudes. But either, you know, it'll come out and talk about it. If you read them, I don't want to spoil the whole comic for you if you haven't read the comic book. But that's how it is. This is what it is. So the reason I told that part of the story first is that I got my graded books from the Infinity Gauntlet. So the Infinity Gauntlet is really not based on the movie. It's going to be based on probably part 2 of the movie. You know what I'm saying? The one's coming up next year. So the first thing we got back in here is I got 2 copies of Infinity Gauntlet #1. All right, what's important about this book here, Mikey? Hold up.
What's important about it?
Well, first of all, I got one graded by CGC. I got in today. And got another one graded by CBCS. They're both 9.8s, so condition-wise, they're almost identical. Really nice shape. Now, to me, CBCS was stricter on this grading than CGC. Because to me, this 9.8 is probably close to like a 9.75, you know. But, you know, they got 9.8, you squeak through, so whatever it is. But this one truly is a 9.8. There's no marks on it. And what you think about that? Look at it.
I know that this is the more popular grader to go with, but I think as far as the grades, you're right about.
But look at, let me point out this corner. This corner right here, see that corner? It's soft. That corner right there, that corner is crisp.
I've seen the same book get 2 totally different grades from both graders.
Well, I'm happy he has a 9.8 on it, but I'm pretty sure it's like a 9.7, 9.75-ish kind of book. You know what I'm saying? They may round it up 9.8. But if you look, see the corner here?
Right.
Now look at this corner here. See, this corner up here, that was a much crisper corner than this corner here. And that should have been at least 0.2 of a point probably. But I got lucky, got 2 9.8s. What's the significance of this book, Mikey?
It starts the. If you've never read the Infinity Gauntlet, it's loosely based. If you've seen the movie Infinity War, they've taken bits and parts out of the series, and you get the movie. A lot of it's different. Everybody knows that Marvel didn't have the rights to some of the characters, like Wolverine and who else? Fantastic Four played a really big part in Infinity Gauntlet, so they had to change a lot of stuff with the movie. But
even on the cover of the book, it depicts the Silver Surfer, who has not been in any of the Avenger movies yet, but he's on the cover of this book. Also, Fire Lord is right here. You know, Drax is right here. He looks a little different. He looks meaner than he does on the movie, but that's Drax the Destroyer. Then we have Namor, and we have what's that guy right there? That cool guy. I just had a statue. The Stranger. I think that's what he's called. He's a cosmic entity. But that's the Stranger, you know. And then we have a couple other guys in there that's definitely been in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is number 1. I got 2 9.8s. They're ready to go on the shelf. So I got lucky. There we go. All right. Issue number 2 is right up in here. All right. This is a Jim Starlin story, George Perez cover. All right. Tell me about this a little bit. Who's on the cover that's not in the movie right now?
Me trying to remember back when I read it, the whole series is all these Marvel characters are coming together to go after Thanos, basically.
Oh yeah, very important. The guy in the middle, who's that right here? That's him. Adam Warlock.
Adam, yeah.
Right? Well, he's not in the movie yet. His Cocoon's in the movie, but he ain't in the movie yet.
No, he's supposed to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but they changed things and with the direction.
Like She-Hulk. She-Hulk is in, this is backside She-Hulk here, when she was in the Fantastic Four. But she is in number 2, but she is not in the movie. Neither is a couple other guys like Power Man right here.
Yeah, they switched a lot of stuff
Wolverine,
around for the movie.
Wolverine's on the teleprompter right here. He's not in the movie either. There's a bunch of little minor characters we don't need to name, but like Hercules, right there. He ain't in the movie either. But this is number 2 of the series. We got a 9.6 out of it, so not too bad. Look for 9.6. There it is. All right, number 3. Now look, name it. Who you naming off the bat that ain't in the movie? Number 3. This number 3 is a 9.6 also. Now, who you recognize?
Everybody's on the cover of this one. Wolverine, Captain America, Spider-Man.
She-Hulk ain't there. Namor ain't there. Fire Lord ain't there. Nova ain't there.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer. The other Captain Marvel, the male Captain Marvel.
Mr. Fantastic, in the first book, brought everybody together to tell them about what was going on with Thanos having the gauntlet and what they were going to do to try to stop him. And these are all the characters that are basically going after him.
That's Pip the Troll.
Yeah.
Pip the Troll's on the cover, number 3.
Yeah, if you read the first book, you'll see when I say every Marvel character, they basically are all in one room listening to Reed's talk about Thanos and what they were going to do to try to get the gauntlet.
Even Cyclops on the cover, number 3. Now, Pip the Troll has a HeroClix. The only reason I know him because he's got a distinct little HeroClix figure that has Pip the Troll, and they play it. It's like a common meta piece, you know, like real cheap piece that they plays a lot of days. All right, number 4. I got 2 copies of number 4.
Yeah.
This is a good cover. Now, everybody on this cover is in the movie because it's only Thanos. I got a 9.8 and I got a 9.2. They're both CGC. What you think about this? It's a nice cover, isn't it?
Out of the whole series, this is my favorite cover out of all of them. It just goes to show you how powerful Thanos is in the comics. You know, if you've seen the movie, you know how he is in Infinity War, but in the comics, it pretty much gives you a better grasp on how powerful he is in the universe and what he can do with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Pretty tough. All right, we got 2 more books to go. We got a number 5. All right, key player in the Infinity Gauntlet, not in the comic book, not even in the movies really. Got his purple and blue suit, Galactus. And Galactus is a super key point in this comic book series because he helps take down the Thanos. So does the Stranger. Guy with the mustache here, he's a cosmic entity. And the Silver Surfer, cosmic power. And a couple other dudes here, Chaos and something other. That's what there are 2 heads
I
together.
know who they are, but I don't know the name of the other one.
Chaos and Order, I think is what they're called. That's what they are. They're balanced. They're all like floating heads that float around together. There's a HeroClix model for it. That's always I remember that stuff, you know. But they're all cosmic entities on this cover, all facing Thanos. But ain't none of them in the movie yet. So, what you think about that? How are they going to incorporate these cosmic entities in the movie?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of talk about Galactus being in the next Avengers movie, but Dormammu too. They're talking about. So they've announced that there's another villain in the upcoming Avengers movie, but it's just speculation right now on who it's going to be. A lot of people want it to be Galactus. I don't know how they would do it, but I'd definitely be excited to see that.
9.6, number 5, got it in. All right, the last one of the series is number 6. This here is the CBCS version of number 6 at 9.4. It's clean. The corners look good. You know, the very important part of this cover is Nebula's on the cover. You got Nebula?
Yeah, she's the most important
Right.
part of the whole story, basically.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Nebula didn't make it the first movie.
No, she did. Yeah.
Is she?
In the actual movie that's out, that Marvel made,
Yeah.
Infinity War, yes, she made it.
I thought she died.
Nope, her and Tony Stark are the only 2 left.
Who was the one that got
home
her neck
planet.
broke and got thrown off the cliff?
That's
Gamora.
Gamora,
My
her
bad.
sister.
My
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, they.
Cut that spoiler. Gamora did.
Her sister
My
got
bad.
sent to.
Oh, Karen Gillan. Karen Gillan survived. I
Yeah.
was rooting for her.
Right.
All bald headed and everything. But
Mhm.
Karen Gillan, she made it. All right, but that's her. That's Nebula, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nebula gets the gauntlet. If you look at the cover, Nebula has the gauntlet on her hand, and she is beating down the old Thanos.
Mhm.
Spoiler alert: this may occur in the movie.
That's all.
But Nebula gets the
Yeah,
gauntlet while
definitely.
Thanos is sleeping, and puts it on her hand and takes it and restores the universe. Kind of, not really. In the comic book, she kind of goes buck wild and gets, rights some wrongs. And then somebody else on the cover, my band right here. Who's that?
That Adam.
Yep,
It's got a glare. Yeah.
Adam. Adam is the one that takes the gauntlet from Nebula and then restores the entire universe, not writes it.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. So big spoiler alert, at the end of the whole series, not this book here, there's 2 more series called the Infinity War and the Infinity Crusade.
Yeah.
At the end of those 2 series, which is also 6 books each, at the end of that's when Adam Warlock gets the gauntlet and restores the universe.
Yeah.
But they have a 18-book series, 6, 6, 6, 3 series of 6s to tell the whole story. Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity Crusade, and Infinity War.
Right.
So that's how it goes. At the end of the war, everybody's there.
Mhm.
Even this picture has most everybody in the Avengers. It's got Drax, it's got Thor, the Hulk, Doctor Strange is still alive. Adam Warlock is not represented yet. Silver Surfer's not been in it yet. But
Yeah, if you guys like the movie, you definitely need to check out the comics because it's a lot more exciting in the actual comics than it is, believe it or not, than the movie.
a lot more stuff happens. A lot more people perish.
Yeah.
When the finger snaps, a lot more people perish. That's what happens at the beginning of the series. The very first book, he snaps his finger. Then half the universe dies.
Yeah.
So that does happen in the comic book as it does in the movie.
Right.
But we weren't that sad about it because we knew that good guys eventually prevail.
Yep.
We just didn't know which ones were going to prevail.
Right.
But that's the whole series, 1 through 6, Infinity Gauntlet. So if you have any questions about it, go ahead and message me down below and I'll try to answer it. I try not to make too many spoiler alerts, but my bad if I did. Hope you enjoy Infinity Gauntlet 2, the movie, which will tell the rest of the story I just went over in bits and parts. We talked about some guys and girls that are going to be in the movie, so hopefully they'll show up. They'll make it more exciting. They're much more powerful. To me, I never thought that some secret agent that had karate skills was going to be a really good Avenger. More like some dude on a surfboard that can go the speed of light, that can blow up planets.
Yeah.
Or, God of War, Thunder, Drax Destroyer, Destroyer Worlds. The one in the movie is kind of weak, but the one in the comic book can blow up worlds. The Hulk obviously can blow up worlds. Anna Strange can do a lot of stuff,
Yeah, a lot of these guys have defeated Thanos in the comics, but in the movies, it's totally different.
Yes. In the comic book, most everybody here can beat Thanos one-on-one without the gauntlet. Because that's how powerful they are. But, with the gauntlet, they can't do it.
I'm excited to see who they're going to put out. Nobody really knows right now.
All right. So that concludes this episode of our CBCS CGC unboxing. Again, this is Sonny from Jax. This is my buddy Mikey Adams, Avid Collector. Next time we'll talk about some other stuff we get in. So have a good day.